And I know it's so cliche, but you really do have to just start. Whatever it is that you want to do, even if you don't know all of the steps, you don't know all that there is to do, just start. It's been about 30 straight days now of me working out, and y'all, the difference is amazing. Something that I really love is jump roping. When I first started, it was a little you know, I could only I've noticed that I was more dominant with one leg, and every time I would start jumping, I would jump with that leg starting first, and yeah, it was, you know, it was a rough start. But I think that's with anything and everything in life. You have to start somewhere. And I know it's so cliche, but you really do have to just start. Whatever it is that you want to do, even if you don't know all of the steps, you don't know all that there is to do, just start. For an example, with working out, I don't know anything about working out. My form is not the greatest at times. There's still workouts that I'm trying to learn and get better at, but I just do them anyway. But instead of focusing on that, I decided to sign up for challenges where people who work out on a regular, and that's their thing, could teach me. So if you don't know something, just look for an expert. And if you can't afford an expert, or if you can't find an expert, then get YouTube videos. You can get books. You can go to the library. The library is free. It costs nothing to get a library card. So you can go to the library and get a library card and read books, or even these days they have audiobooks. Some libraries even do fitness DVDs. So, you know, there's stuff out here, but you just got to start somewhere. Just pick one thing. Even if that is something as small as taking a walk for 10 minutes every day, that is still starting. Even if it's you drinking one more glass of water than you typically do. Maybe you can't get the full 8 glasses in right now. Just try to get at least one extra glass in. If you want to read more, maybe you can't find the time to sit down and actually read, then just read a page. Just one page a day. And eventually you're going to read that whole book. Start small. That is where I feel like a lot of us, myself included, because I definitely do it, and I definitely did do it, where we get so focused on what all it's going to take, or at least what we think it all is going to take, or how massive the goal is, instead of just focusing on one little small thing you can do. The time is going to go by, so don't focus on the time. Whether you start or you don't start, the time is still going to go by. So if it takes you 4 years, it just takes you 4 years, but don't focus on that, because if you don't start now, it's going to take you even longer than 4 years. So I'm sorry I'm getting super passionate. I'm really hyper today. You know, I'm super duper hyper today, and I'm just so thankful, and I'm filled with joy. God has really been so good to me and such a blessing to me. So that is starting to overflow, and you all are catching that overflow of my joy right now. But honestly, you all, just start somewhere. Start small. It doesn't have to be some massive thing. It's sort of like when I was trying to start learning the Bible. If you look at the Bible, the Bible is massive. You know, it is a lot of stories, a lot of parables, a lot of chapters, a lot of verses. It's easy to get discouraged by how massive the Bible is, or to get caught up in how long it's going to take for you to get through the Bible. So one thing that I learned was just a verse a day. Just focus on one verse a day. And yes, it took long. It took longer than it may have if I was doing a chapter a day or a page a day. But I went at my own pace and what space and time I had available within my day. And you all, eventually I was able to read the whole Bible. And it's not always another thing. Just because of where you start doesn't mean it's always going to be there. So you might start with just one verse a day, but you don't know how your life is going to go. You don't know what time you may be afforded. So just because you start with 1 verse a day doesn't mean it's always just going to be 1 verse a day. You might be able to read a chapter that day, or even a whole book the next day. You don't know. So don't focus on the end result when you're trying to start. Literally, just start. I love y'all. I hope this encourages somebody. You all, in the meantime, in between time, don't forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you haven't already, please share this video with someone you think this may encourage. But you all, as always, continue to prosper properly as his property. Prospering property.